Welcome to the TaiyangNews SNEC Solar Leadership Conversations. My name is Michael Schmela and I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews, all about solar. I'm very happy to have with me today Baoshen Zhong, Chairman of LONGi, and one of the masterminds of this amazing company that has been driving and instrumental for the growth of the solar sector in the last decade and more, because LONGi has been now one of the main pillars of this sector for quite a while. Let us talk a little bit in this conversation mostly about the distributed solar segment, because this is also one of your key responsibilities at LONGi. So let's start with a question on efficiency, because when you look at the efficiency rankings and all these records over the last few years, LONGi is a name actually that appears there very often. It's LONGi, and then again LONGi, and often LONGi. So you just announced another world record of 27.3% for a solar cell based on your HBC technology, your back contact cell technology. So what's a record of your successful record hunt?
First of all, Mr. Mike, for spending time for this interview. So LONGi has long believed that innovation is actually the solid foundation and the driving force to bring value to the society and also the company. It is also the driving force for the sustainable development. Therefore, it is the strategy of the company. So in the past 10 years, LONGi has actually invested a lot of money, in just 30 billion RMB in R&D of innovation, and such investment volume has surpassed that of any carbon-based company. So this is the first thing and also the most important thing of LONGi that has adhered to in the past many years, and it is also the strategy and the driving force. So everyone in the company has very high alignments that innovation is in the deep and also in the bottoms of the company, and they will continue to adhere to it. Besides, they appreciate and value their talents very much, especially the R&D staff. So they will just try their very best to create an open space for the R&D staff to work together and also authorize them the power to make decisions. They will, of course, give them the resources that they need to work. They will try their very best to attract the global talents to come to this open space to work together and discuss and finally make the decisions. So in the past few years, LONGi has made a lot of remarkable achievements and also broken the world records. For example, in terms of the innovation and also the upgrading of the silicon wafers, they have successfully just broke the world record of improving the transformation rates to 27.3%. And besides, in terms of combining the silicon wafer and also the perovskite material, they successfully just improve the transformation rates to 33.9%, and that was another world record they made. So before that, back in 2017, LONGi has produced and also invented the double facial model, and such model has been vastly produced and also applied in the solar module industry. It has become an important part of the solar module family. And inspired by that, actually back in 2013, it has also produced the RCP wafer and also invented the very advanced cutting technology. So now both this wafer and the cutting technology have become the baseline for the industry to develop upon. So such wafer production and the cutting technology have made the technology of industry more and more mature. So in terms of R&D staff, they have 5,000 engineers. He would say this is actually the biggest R&D team in the world. And he is fully hopeful and confident that in the future, such an R&D team will bring more surprises to the world.
Okay, one surprise was obviously also your recent HIMO 9 module, which comes at 24.4%, which is truly a remarkable level that you've achieved. So can you just tell us a little bit about your commercialization strategy for that module? So when will it be available, where, in what quantities, and how does it fit in your product portfolio?
Yes, actually last month in Madrid, Spain, they have successfully released the newest product, HIMO 9, and you're right, this product has become the surprise to the industry. And based on the HPBC 2.0 cell technology, they have made this product. But of course, due to the limitation of production right now, they could only produce 600 megawatts of the product to the customers. So they can't just mass produce it, but they have been doing the testing in different parts of the world for the users and also the customers. So they expect to put it into mass production next year. They will mainly focus on serving the distributed customers, because this product is the double facial product. Its transformation efficiency is very high. It can also solve the problems of imbalance of lighting and also the circuit and electricity. And because of its advantages of very high efficiency and safety, he believes that in the future, such new products can bring a lot of value to the customers.
由于这款产品呢有着非常优异的性能，所以我们会率先在一些高电价地区
Because this product is highly efficient, it will focus on being released to the advanced and developed markets first, with high electricity pricing and also high labor costs, such as Europe. And in the future, it will be promoted and also applied to more developed markets such as Australia and Japan. In the future, with the increased production of this product, it will be developed to more developing markets such as China.
同时呢，基于 HPBC 2代电池的优异特性，我们很快也会发布我们
And based on this HPBC 2.0 cell technology, its advantage is very obvious. Very soon, they will also try to release a new distributed product with very high efficiency, safety, anti-doubtless functionality. Besides, it will also have very good appearance. They really hope that such products can ensure the customers can combine and integrate both the appearance and the function together. Development of HPBC 2.0 cell technology will definitely become the priority and the direction of LONGi. In other words, BC 2.0 cell technology will become the priority for LONGi.
Okay, super. So as you said, I think High efficiency is, of course, a product for the distributed segment, which you're heading at LONGi. And I think the distributed segment is also an interesting segment, simply because in many advanced markets, in Europe in particular, it is a leading market. I think in Europe last year, 2/3 of all installations were rooftop installations. Rooftop installations dominate the Australian market. But even in China, what probably few people would have thought several years ago, the distributed segment is also close to, actually it was even bigger than the ground mount system, and it was still, yet last year in the record year, close to the ground mount segment. So what's your strategy for the distributed segment? So on the one hand, it's high efficiency modules, but how are you trying, or how are you working on addressing the needs of the distributed segment worldwide?
首先呢，分布式光伏市场呢，是基于
So first of all, the development of PV is actually based on the functions and also characteristics of PV. And comparing to other energies, PV is very different. It can be used for almost every household.
但是分布式产品呢，
So the business of distributed PV business actually accounted for 40% of the total business of LONGi. So I would say this is very important pillar and also business section for LONGi. And distributed PV is usually very close to the available space of human beings, such as the rooftops and also the empty parking lots. And it will be applied for such places more than just like the power stations.
所以分布式产品，我们认为呢，安全性是第一位的。
Because it is closely connected to the lives of human beings, we have high requirements for its safety and its integration with the environment. We have requirements for its good appearance as well. And besides, it doesn't not only just produce or generate the power, it should also be economic and very easy to maintain. So it is different from the power stations. In the past, there wasn't enough study about the distributed PV. So in some regions or countries, we have seen that, like despite the mismatching appearance with the product and also the environment, they still install the distributed PV there. For us, we still think that we need to care more about the environment and also the integration of its appearance.
所以LONGi呢，在 去年开始推出，我们把它叫做极致黑的。
Last year, because of the needs of market, we have released some new products, such as the Extreme Black series. It has very good effects of the lighting, so it will not have the reflection of the lighting, and we can just look at it from the 360 degrees. Besides, it also has very good function of anti-dumping. Such products are very easy to maintain and clean. We believe that these innovative products can bring more value to the customers. Therefore, when we develop the new products, we will also take consideration of different preferences of different countries, so that our products can cater to the needs of that market. Therefore, in the future, we will try to develop some products that can be best integrated into the architecture. Consumers and also the customers can look at the buildings and still find that they are installed with the PV products. We'll make sure that the environment and the products are integrated perfectly.
所以未来的分布式产品呢，分两类， 一类呢，我们把它叫做是已有建筑上面
In the
我们
future,
装分布式
we
光
will
伏。
try to develop
这类光伏
two
呢
different
是
kinds
基
of
于已有的
products.
建筑，
The
我们要
first
考虑
kind
它
is
安全
for
可靠
the
性，
existing
考虑它
buildings.
的
For
这个
such
场
buildings,
景的
we will try to
这
develop
种融合
the
的特
PV
性
products
和
of
美观性，
safety,
然后考
just
虑
waxilies,
它的发
which
电的
can
经济
be
性。
adapted to
而另一
different
类产品是
scenarios
新建建
so
筑。
that it
新
look
建
good
建筑呢，
on
我们
whatever
现在开发
existing
的
building.
VIPV 的产品呢，
And
其
of
实就
course,
是
it should also
光
be
伏建筑材
economic.
料。你
The second
看不出来
kind is for the
你已经
new
看不出来
buildings.
它是一个
We
组
want to
件了，就是
develop
完全没
a
有组
product
件的这
that
种模
looks
样了。
good
它就
with
像
the
大理
new
石一
building
样，或者
together.
像你屋顶的
It will
瓦一样。
be just
但是
looking
呢，
like
你装上之
marble
后它就
or
不
the
发电
rooftop
了。所以我
materials.
认为呢，
It will
已
be
有建筑
installed to
和
the
新建
building,
建筑
and you
未来
won't find out
是
this
采用
is
的
a
产品
PV
不一样。
product.
现在LONGi的分布式产品呢，在全世界
Now, the products developed by
我们的目
LONGi
标
have
呢，就
been
是在
sold to
这
everywhere
些
in the
重要
world.
的
Our
全球
goal
的重要的
is to
分布式
focus on the key
LONGi 的
markets,
产品呢，都
and
能
we
够成
hope
为
that our
最
products
受
will
当地客户
become the
欢迎的
most
产品。
popular
这是我
for
们的
our
目标。
customers.
我一直有一
I
个坚定的
always
信
have a
念，
strong
我就是
belief
相信
that
每一
every
个建筑
building can
最终
generate
都会
power
是一
in
个
the
会发
future.
电的建筑。
Okay, let's maybe talk about this BIPV part you already mentioned. So the part of the new builds where solar should be integrated and become simply a construction material, really part of the skin. So when do you think this can truly happen? Because we have now the prices are at a level where it's possible actually, so from a cost point of view. And I think we also have the innovation and simply the products that are needed to appeal architects. So when do you think new houses will really start to use solar as a building material and not just as an add-on? Because today still, the houses are built, and even if they are new, they don't have often an integrated module, but the solar module comes on top later. So when is it happening, and why do you think it is happening then?
这方面呢，我认为还需要一些
For
时
this,
间，我们
it
去
will
推广，我们
definitely
要
take
跟
some
有建
time
筑师
for us
来
to
沟通，
communicate
我们
with a lot
要
of
跟一些建筑
stakeholders,
的监管机
such
构
as the
来做沟通。
architects and the
但是这方面呢，
regulators
我还
in
是
the
很乐观。
industry.
我相信
But
在
I am
10年
very
之内，
hopeful and
我们新
positive
盖的
that
建筑里面
this will happen
一大部
within
分
10
就
years.
会是会发电的建筑。
Yes, within 10
所以不
years,
需要等待太
most
久。
of the new buildings will install such new PV products.
我们也正
We
在
are
做
also
一
working
些
on some demonstration
示范的一些
products
项目。
recently.
所
We
以我也
really
想
hope that
等我们的项目
once
建
these
成了之
products
后
are
呢，
finished,
邀请
we can
Mark
invite
先生
you,
我们去看一
Mike,
看。
to come visit
我相信你看
our
的时候
site as well.
会给
We
你带来
hope that
惊
these
喜。
products can bring you surprise.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
would love to
Thank
come.
you.